Guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today is a very exciting day because our boss John at JD Golf Centre has gone out, got us all a present, and it's the GC Quad. This thing is unbelievable. We've all been playing with it, testing for it. It's gonna be great for club reviews, it's gonna be great for coaching, it's gonna be great for just general content for you guys. Yeah, look, just have a look at it. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my wedge, my 7-iron, my driver, give you the numbers and stats because I haven't really ever done that. Show you how fast I swing a club, my club path, my face angle. This is very much a golf perv kind of video. It might not be interesting for everyone, it's very interesting for me, and I'm sure a few of you actually might find this kind of stuff quite interesting, and maybe some of you might learn why the ball does what it does, and so on and so forth, and I can definitely get into that in future videos as well. So hit the wedge, hit the 7-iron, hit the driver, give you some numbers and a bit of feedback. Cool, let's get into it. Okay, so hopefully if I've done this right, you'll be able to see what I see on my screen right now, just on the right hand side. And basically we're going to go through the clubs and a bit of data, not too in depth. I'll obviously do more in depth stuff, and if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, then we can do me swinging it as fast as I can, or me hitting a big pull, or a big slice, or a big hook, or whatever, and or whatever, that kind of stuff. Anyway, so getting into it. Wedges I thought were quite tidy, averaging about 101 yards with my wedge and a very neutral path, and you can see from the graphics, especially on the screen, how much I'm hitting down on my wedges. So I'm hitting down on a lot of them by about 7 degrees, 6 degrees. That's to try and trap it, get that kind of lower ball flight and give myself that kind of control. Obviously a lot of backspin as well produced on a lot of the shots. I mean 10,000 revs on some of them is obviously quite high when you're hitting a wedge shot, but obviously it's going to swamp any side spin that you put on the ball, and as long as you're getting that kind of control that you're after, then obviously that's good. So wedges, I thought overall the grouping was actually pretty good with the wedges, so I was quite happy with those. So then on 7-irons, a few leaky ones for sure with the 7-iron, but neutral path again, as you can see, pretty much about 1 degree in to out, out to in, around that area, so I'm getting quite a straight ball flight. Grouping in terms of where they were landing weren't bad, but the strike was on and off. I hit a few fat ones, and again that brought my like smash factor down. Basically that's club head speed with the centeredness of strike, and again that's obviously causing the ball not to go as far when I'm hitting the ground before the ball. I'm sure a lot of you already know that. Anyway, again with the iron still hitting down on that golf ball, trapping it a bit, getting that lower ball flight because I swing the club relatively fast. I don't want it up in the air for a very long time. I mean my club head speed was roughly about 98, 95 with a lot of my shots, so if I was to hit up on it and I got a really high ball flight, especially on a windy day, that's just not going to be that manageable, for example. So 7-iron overall I was relatively happy with, apart from obviously the fat shots, and 166 I think on average. My like carry distance or total distance is probably about right. Obviously because I was getting a lot of spin off the ball, it probably wouldn't be travelling that much far if it hit the ground or hit the green. Now onto the driver. This was a bit of a shocker, I'm not going to lie. There was a few very bad shots, but you can obviously have a look. Club head speed, obviously my carry distance, my backspin I thought was actually quite good. So I'm hitting up on a lot of these, on a lot of the drives. Again, you want that hitting up on it, high launch angle but low spin so it stays up in the air. You're going to get a lot of distance, all that kind of stuff. Carry about 287, 280 roughly. When it hits the deck, obviously it's then going to run out, probably get, most of my drives would get 300, something like that when it hits the ground, and then they roll on. But yeah, I mean there's a few weak ones. If you still look at my club path with my driver, still quite neutral actually, so it goes to show that it's more my club face, especially at impact, the one that's probably causing those slightly off shots. So if I'm leaving that club face too open at the target, then obviously it's going right. And then obviously if I'm shutting that club face down, I'm getting that big hook that I had. I think it was shot number 6, I think. No, shot number 4, I should say. 26 on here. With the driver. And obviously it was causing a lot of draw spin on that golf ball, and it went straight left. So looking at that, especially if you look at the overall like range view of the of my shots, Wedges and irons are obviously quite good at the moment, quite consistent. However, my driver's all over the place, and if I have a few of those leaky shots out on the course, then obviously I'm going to be losing a lot of shots, OB, and reloading a lot. Anyway, this is basically an overview of what this thing can do, how I'm going to be using it for obviously club reviews in the future, going to be using it for teaching obviously, and then challenges with guys here, how far we can hit the ball, how fast we can swing a club head, all that kind of interesting fun stuff. But yeah, awesome bit of equipment. Guys, if you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. As always, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.